As promised, before we go into Focus 2, which is the communication setup, we are going to go back and talk about the completion of that graphics import that we just did. In the future, I've been told that Rockwell Automation is in the process of switching to vector graphics, which would allow the images to be higher resolution and still look good on the screen. But unfortunately, that doesn't exist at the moment. So Turbine Technologies has created custom graphics to go along with our high resolution displays, and that's what makes these displays and global objects look good at high resolution. So I'm going to go into P underscore analog in like I did before and show you that the graphics are now completed for those, and they are looking much better than they did before. They used to have X's across them and they were just blank blue spots. So all those graphics look good and they have scaled and made it through perfectly. So next we're going to go ahead and get that communications network set up if it isn't already. So if you haven't configured the communications drivers, we can go into RS links. I'm just going to close Factory Talk. Open up a RS links classic window. And RS links is the communication setup that runs the communications between the Factory Talk View ME software and Studio 5000 Logix Designer. I'm going to stop my current driver and delete it just to show you how to set up a new one. So for communications, to set up a new one, we just do configure drivers. We're going to add an Ethernet IP driver, add new, leave it the default name that it gives you, and select the browse the local subnet, and we want to select the card that falls under the range that we have specified for our devices. So our IP address range for controls lab is the 172.23.120 dot whatever. In each case, they're different for the different devices. So we have 55 being the PAC and 57 is a variable frequency drive, and then the HMI is connected on 70 on this machine. So we select that proper card, hit apply, hit OK, and it will configure and start up the drivers, so the status shows that it's already running. So the driver's configured, set up, ready to go. So once we have that, our driver and communication network is set up to be able to run the Factory Talk View ME runtime.